Hello. Welcome back to my lair. So it's still pretty early in the morning here in Illinois. We've done a handful of videos lately where my goal has just been to get better with the camera, with editing and learning more about my equipment. We've been talking about all kinds of presentations and things that worked for me last year. It's not because I'm an authority. I don't think that I'm an authority by any means, but it's to kind of share my development process with you guys a little bit more. My kids are getting to the point where they're really starting to get into fishing. I really wanted to get better so that I could get better for them and put them on fish faster. That's really the whole point of this, is to just continually get better so I can do better for them. You know, it's like a dad thing, I guess. Hopefully along the way we figure some things out that can save you guys some time as well. Today we're gonna do some cleanup. I gotta give you guys a tour of the boat to show you where it ended up before we do any more update videos on that. And I also got to move my tools down here and move some other things around so that I have room for the boat. So that's what we're gonna do first. We're gonna move tools back here in the corner, and then we'll go get the boat into the garage and I'll show you guys what's in that. It's pretty cool. It came out pretty good, and it's been solid for years. I'm really anxious for spring fishing to start because it's been really cold. Dudes and dudettes, what's up? It is April 15th and I am so excited. I cannot wait for all the fishing that I'm gonna be doing, and it's snowing. Welcome to Illinois.
2 days later.
I can't wait. It's April 17th right now, I think. 17th? Time to go outside and get the
Get the boat! I just want to get the boat out! Let me get the boat and fish!
There's like 5 inches of snow on the deck. Good Lord. Come on, you jerks. So anyway, so I'm waiting for spring fishing to start, and I've been trying to force it. I've been out 9 or 10 times to throw stuff from shore. Caught 1 fish.
You had it for a while. Come here, buddy. Dude, not a bad bass to start the year with. 2 feet off of shore. Nice little guy. Pretty colors. You're cold. You are cold.
I love to fish from the shore, but I don't like it to be my only option. One of the lakes that I'm fishing from shore, it's about 50 acres. I know that it's a shallow lake, but I don't know any of the underwater composition. I don't know if there's spots in the riprap that jut out, or if they're... I have a side imaging unit that I bought for my dad's boat, and he installed it and then he took it off because he hated it. So it's down here somewhere. I gotta find that. We're gonna get the Jon Boat out today, clean it up. I'll show you guys how that Jon Boat looks. I have the side imaging unit. That'll be the next thing we upgrade, because I want to get out and explore these lakes, these little lakes that I have around me a little bit more, and see what's going on. So let's see if we can find that. I should have a box somewhere. I bet it's in there. Oh boy. Battery charger, spider webs, hardware crap. That's another microphone. I don't know what for. Let's see what we got in here. Here's a, I think this is called a ram mount. Those are markers. Oh, good. Here's hardware. This is some sort of accessories. What is that one? Oh, we have an older unit too. That's more of just, that's older. That's about a 15-year-old. That one doesn't have the side imaging stuff. This one, that's pretty big. That's what we're looking for. Okay, good. Oh, and some cup holders. That's pretty important for holding cups and cup-shaped accessories. So we found some of the hardware that we need, but now I got some cleaning to do because I need a workspace so we can figure this out, and we'll be back. Wait, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to show you my mess. Got to pull the old trick, you know, before company comes over and you throw everything in the junk drawer and act like your house is clean. I should have done that for you guys. It's kind of like lying, but maybe not. Well, before I can bring the boat in, we got to get that in the basement. Okay, sweet. Hey, in my excitement, I forgot to mention, we typically do 3 types of videos. We either do fishing trips, we either analyze those fishing trips, or we work on projects. Today's definitely more of a project type video. I forgot to mention that this morning. Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Careful. Okay. Can definitely carry that down. This is empty, right? Like that. Yeah, I feel good about this. Now we stand at the precipice. Precipice. Oh. Watch it. Precipice. Precipice. So I'm thinking I better come down backwards and I better put my camera here so that you guys can catch all of the bone crunching action. Okay. Do I need help? No, I just got it. I was taking one step at a time. Thank you. Thank you, dear. We got her. Okay. So I'm winded, but we got her down here. I'm gonna clean that off. I'm gonna clean this off. They're gonna go back here in the corner. I don't know anything about using a camera or lighting or anything like that, so that's why it's been kind of a mess, but I want to show you guys something. So I'm going to be doing videos on the whole minimizing process. This is a new thing for me. That's why I have so much stuff. All that just came out of the tool chest. That was stuff I was working on. This stuff was all in the garage previously. And I want to get to a point where I fill this back up, but I'm able to throw away about at least 30% of this stuff. You know, you hang on to things like PVC pipe and just crap that you don't need. So yeah, let's make space in the garage and go get the boat, huh? I'm excited. Okay, there is one more thing. See that? And that? And that? That can't stay. You gotta leave. That's more better. Okay, now let's set this up and get the boat. I found my rod building stuff in the bottom drawer of that. I forgot that I had all that. I need a rod building station, I think. Several of these rods were ones that I built. This was a St. Croix blank. It's black and orange. This was, I don't remember what blank this was, black and red. This was a St. Croix, green and orange. This was a Phoenix, black and red. This was a Lamy glass, I believe. This one is black and blue. So that was something that was really fun. I actually built one for my dad and it broke. I need to make him another one before vacation this year. That'd be a good thing. Let's go get the kids. Do you want to go get the boat?
Mm-hmm. I don't know, after my lunch.
After your lunch? Mm-hmm. Good boy. Wow, that's a nice looking lunch.
I'll go out with him.
Do you guys want to go out?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What are you eating?
Put it down and eat right
Peas.
Peas.
Yes, and Dad and John.
Okay, you're gonna need your strength. Eat up.
I'm going
like a big chainsaw.
Okay, let's go. We need the truck. Oh, I need my keys. Where are you going?
I'm going to get my motor tape.
Your motorcycle.
Yep, it's yellow and red.
There you
it's
go.
a big light.
You got to come up front. Okay.
We need to turn on some in the song.
Well, we got a pretty short drive. We're just going to the backyard. Please don't shift.
But we,
I told you not to shift and you threw it into drive when we were backing up through the yard.
but can,
Don't do that. Stay put. I'm going to go open the shed.
but
Okay?
can I come out?
Yes, once I open the shed. Hang on.
You just banged up the
There she is in all her glory.
Big boat. Big boat.
window.
Let's go fishing.
Pretty small, but it's going to work.
Going back. Almost at the house. Almost at the house. Almost there. Nothing good. You think I was grinding it on the tire? Yeah. That's not me. Been at sea for 3 days. Okay. You got the spare paddle and everything? Like that kind of boat. What? Jon Boat. You've been at sea for 3 days. Not.
All right, if you guys are going to ride your bikes, go ahead. Wait. Whoa. You go stand by mommy. Go stand by mommy. I'm going to hold it up and then you go stand by mommy. Jeez. Oh. Oh. I can't even. Oh. Wah, wah. So, let's tour the boat. Here it is. No, in all honesty, she's holding together really well. There's a spare and a tire iron, milk crate seat with supplies, or that lives under here, and my son's stick, which is supposed to be a pistol. We'll give you a rundown real quick. This was the back. This was all rotten out. We replaced this. We replaced the transom. At the time we stained it, I should have done a better job of sealing that. I would have sealed that a little bit differently if I had it to do all over again, and I probably am going to do it all over again after this year. I think we're going to use this as much as we can this year, and then we're going to redo it with some stuff that's a little more weatherproof. So you can see this plywood has held up just fine. These were holes. They would accept a rod. There's no nice way of saying that. That's not gonna, don't say that. Those holes I could put my pole, that's where, so my rods went on the side of the boat. I had this big storage area under the front here. That's all just wide open. And so things like life vests when they're not in use or when I'm traveling, that or extra supplies and things like that, they all go underneath here. And then this front deck is really comfortable. It's great to sit on and it makes a great workbench in the garage, but I very, very rarely stand on this and fish. You can see there's almost no lip along the top edge there. I mean, I went right to the top. This is just a GoPro mount that I screwed in here. This goes right to the top. And it's not marine grade carpet. It's just commercial carpet that buddy of mine let me have out of the back of the shop. That's why this is bluish and this is brownish, because that's what they had. These are plywood boards that I put down, and the carpet's glued to that, and then it's tacked down on the back. So these are removable. So see how that comes up? So when this gets rained on, I actually lift these up and set them aside to dry. It's not treated lumber. Nothing in this is treated. That's why you can see back here, I left not even half, I left about a quarter of the seat in back here. This is another GoPro mount. This was just a piece of, this I think is just a common board that I stained. It's really faded because it's been in the sun. I put a little piece of rubber underneath here. I used hardware to bolt it to the top of this, maybe a quarter or less than a quarter of the seat that I left in here. If I take it to a lake that can only use an electric motor mounts on the back just fine.
Or if I take it to a little bit bigger lake, I can take that 9.9 out, which may or may not be a 15. That gets held on there just fine as well. Here's some of the newer hardware you can see poking through. We redid all of this. It's a little banged up, got some wear and tear on there, but nothing major. There's the plug. You know, here's the handle hardware coming through the back right here. And then this board was replaced. This was one of the first things that we probably did. So it's still good and watertight. A couple things that I screwed up on. Let's see. Like I said, the deck is too high. Right there, I had epoxied some, well, they're rod holders, but it was essentially like a board, and then I screwed some plastic things on them to hold the rods. That epoxy did not attach to that aluminum, even though I scuffed it up a little bit, and it fell off after a while. So I didn't even mess with it. But what I found was that when I would put rods in here and go out on the lake, you put them up in those holes up there and leave like 3-4 feet of them out, probably closer to like 4 feet, and they just rest on the floor, and that's perfectly fine. There's space here for a milk crate seat. That's all I sit on when I'm using the outboard or the trolling motor. And then the trailer itself was a giant piece of crap. We got it for about $200. This is definitely a second life for both of them. And we got, you know, some stuff is beat up just from travel and things like that, but these are destroyed from the kids stepping on them. I got to try to replace those fenders. These are just some bent steel that I spray painted. Those just help me back up when I'm by myself. And the lights all work. But this whole front area, like you could hide in there if you needed to. It's just all open underneath there. And so it's just a big storage area. I don't really need compartments. You know, one of the things that I'm trying to do is take less gear. Maybe when I redo this, we'll do some compartments or something like that, but I don't know that it's necessary right now. And then this is where we're gonna try to put the side imaging unit on this. And it's so overkill for this little dinghy. We're gonna try to do that this year. That's gonna be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked to get this thing out again. Really, I'm just excited to have this back as a workbench because I lost my workbench when I cleaned this place out. Not really. I want to use it. I want to fish from it. We have things to do. Let's do it. I guess all in all, we're in pretty good shape. You guys might have noticed I've been cleaning up some of the footage of the steps. As I get caught up on some of these old videos, I'm gonna keep putting them out so that we can get up to this point, including the entire cost like we talked about in the first video. And then it's gonna be more focused on getting better and getting out and fishing as much as possible. It's kind of where the whole minimalism thing comes from. It doesn't take much. I don't need much to get out and fish and really enjoy myself. So until next time, don't overcomplicate things. Don't be like me. No matter what happens, let's get better. We'll see ya. If anybody's wondering how the Tuffy's going, we don't like to talk about that so much. To be continued.
It's a boat! I just want to get the boat out! Let me get the boat and fish!